Hello everybody, this is Kira, and I am here with Pics of the Day Season 2, Episode 7. So we've got a good batch this time. Everyone who's been keeping up with the POTDs is already aware of one of them that's in this batch. So be prepared, everyone. Be prepared. But we don't start off with that one. We're starting off somewhere in the suburbs, probably Pokey Oaks. Because these houses don't look like the Sector V houses. They look like Pokey Oaks. And it's in front of a house. We're in a driveway. We see a basketball court. Well, not a basketball court. I'm sorry. A basketball hoop and a mailbox, which you can actually look into the mailbox. It's like an electrical gate, I think. Let me double check. Yeah. I don't know. It's cool. It's got a little envelope insignia on the front. That's cool. I hope the mailboxes will be... I guess you can't use them more because we have email and that's how you can mail to one another, but I don't know. It'd be cool if there was like another mission with the mailboxes. Who could do that? I'll think about it. I'll come back on the mailbox suggestion. But we get to look at it and the yard is big. Like the front yard, the driveway, everything about it just looks like a real place, and it's huge. Like, I know she's far away, but she looks pretty small compared to the garage door. So I don't know if that's just perspectives or if I'm just losing my mind. Yeah, it could be one or the other. The grass looks good. You see a lot of patches, which shows that it probably hasn't been mowed in a while. I guess that's not important considering there's a war and everything, so yeah, I'll give them credit that they can't mow the lawn. But it looks good, you know? The houses have a proper driveway. It looks like a proper yard. This looks like a place in Fusion Fall where people live. And that's what I think is so great about Legacy's expansion on all of this. It doesn't just say, oh, well, these houses aren't ever going to be used, so there's no use in just putting them there, or even like giving them an actual development or design. But even if they're not going to be used, it still makes the place look alive. It looks like this is a world your character is living in and running through. And that's what I love. I love the inclusion. And now, on to the next picture, which you all know why I am giggling. We get Fusion Boomer. And he's got two little patrol henchmen people. They're out on patrol in Candy Cove. But they're not in the infected zone. They're outside. So this makes this one the third. With the nanos, it's like primary, secondary, tertiary. But, and this is brought upon my questioning from another picture, which we'll get to in our next video. Is this the nano dropping boomer, Fusion Boomer I should say, sorry, or is this just one of the duplicate fusions? Like, you know how there were two fusions? There was your nano fusion and then just a regular fusion. So I wonder if this is what he is, if he's the wandering one and not the actual Dropson item. I regret not looking up Prizzy's video just before starting this, but I don't think he ever mentioned where Nano Boomer was going to be put. I know he's secondary, but then there's secondary and tertiary. Secondary is you go get the mission, and you go get the item, or you just kill the fusion, and then tertiary was you found it, you killed it, you got the item, you made the nano. I am a little sad seeing him here. If any of you watched my guest talk with G-Kid, you'll know that I had hoped that Boomer's fusion would be somewhere in the future so that we could get that secondary nano so much quicker. I'm not too upset though. If this is the fusion who gives off the nano, then that means I can just go find him and kill him and go get it. And I know, it sounds awful when I say it, because he is my evil son. Because this is a version of Boomer, and he is my evil son. And I joked on the forums that I was going to go and find him and protect him and attack other players. But if this is I just see it as a form of I see it as a form of parenting, you know. He's causing trouble. I need to go and deal with my child who's being problematic. If I had to choose where Fusion Boomer was going to be put, I did not even think of Candy Cove. I honestly didn't. It's a very unique place for him, but it's also a good one. And it's adorable seeing the little fusion spawns right next to him all get up in their gear. And I totally blame Jason for this. He's gonna be mad because he's like, it's not my fault, it's your fault. But I made a joke that he's gonna wear a straw hat and he's Fusion Boomer. He's gonna be king of the fusions. I made a One Piece joke. It just came to me when I saw it. I'm like, oh, a little pirate thing, and I'm like, One Piece. And I know that's not the only pirate thing. I know. Someone could say, oh, well, why not Pirates of the Caribbean or something? I don't know. The One Piece just sounded funnier to me. And come on, isn't that just funny for me to say Fusion Boomer? He's going to be king of the fusions, even though none of the fusions ever want to usurp their master. So it was just a fun little thing. Don't look too into it, okay? Don't look too far into my reasonings and dealings with Boomer. It's just, I just loved him. I love every form of him. I love him as a kid. I love him as his Fusion Fall self, his fusion, and of course his Nano, who is adorable. Adorable. Alright, so this is not the video about Boomer. I do want to work on a video with that. Dogon, talk to me. Let's do a Boomer video. He won't do it. He won't do it with me. Mean. But we should move on to the next one. Otherwise, we'll be here all day about Fusion Boomer. And instead, we are moving to Game Hive over in the Pokey Oaks shopping center, which makes me wonder if we'll see more stores in the center aside from Game Hive and what's that say, BCW, which is boneless chicken wings. I think that's what it was. Boneless chicken. Yeah, I'm sorry, I said that twice. So we already got a glimpse of the bee back in the Pokey Oaks Park POTD, and we already have seen its showcase. You know, the little model of the Game Hive arcade. And it actually looks really good here. Like, it looks to scale of an arcade that you would have fun in. Everyone's hoping that we can go inside. I wouldn't mind it just to look around. There was mention on the forums of people wanting to actually play the games inside of it. Normally, I'm okay with mini games inside of a broader game. I don't mind them. The only issue I have with it being in Fusion Fall is the reasoning why it would be advantage to the game. Like, why would we justify having mini games in the game? There's other games where mini games are put in. They further something. They give you more rewards or just anything, honestly. They give you stuff actually in the game that helps you out. So the only thing I could see it being advantage would be Taros. But even then, you can just go kill a fusion, you know? So it's not like it's an exclusive. And the only other issue is the game was never set up to hold mini games. This is an MMO RPG that never put in the time to make a mini game. So then you're asking the developers to not only expand on Fusion Fall, and then have them create a whole mini game system to work. So that's my only issue is people are already complaining. They want Fusion Fall Legacy now. A lot of them are more upset about Retro, but a lot of them are still demanding for Legacy. I know. I deal with some of these people sending in, when's this game going to be out? And I have to repeat myself time after time. Retro's on its way. Legacy's further out. And so when people are saying, well, we want this include too, it's what's the time being taken out of it? Characters are much easier. There's models, and even some of the harder ones, it's still much easier because models is an aspect of the game that's put in there. Even locations, those are a bit easier than asking them to create a whole new system of gameplay to be inserted into an already expansive gameplay. That's not to say I wouldn't want mini games, but I don't see the use of them. I don't see how they would be beneficial for us in the long run and in gameplay. So that's my little soapbox moment about the arcade games. And I don't want to make anyone be upset if they wanted it. I'm not saying you shouldn't want it. I'm just saying you need to think carefully about it. Other than that, the game Hive looks good. We see it is next to the park, so that's kind of an interesting design for Pokey Oaks in a way. You know, you got the park and then the shopping center, but I don't think that's too uncommon. I don't know. There's not a lot of parks where I'm at. A lot of shopping centers, not a lot of parks. But like I said, it'd be interesting to see for the shopping center if there's more stores. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a very small parking lot with just the game Hive arcade and a food shop right next to it. But we'll see. When we get to go around, we'll go and see how it is. Get to play with it. We're moving on to... Gosh, how do I want to explain this? I don't really know a lot of the lingo that great, but what I do know is you have the option for your design in so many ways. This game is so customizable and I love it. I'm so happy. You can have almost any color you want. You can switch around the outfits within their own set, it sounds like. But I mean, it's just the levels of customization, as this thing says, are insane levels. You can customize your character to look how you want your character to look. And that is what's so great to me. I'm so happy because this game is supposed to be an immersive game. You're supposed to feel like you're running around the Fusion Fall world, the Cartoon Network universe. You're meeting these characters. You're meeting your heroes, your friends, your enemies. You're fighting the fusions. You're saving the world. You're collecting little nanos like Pokemon. You're collecting them. And they're offering you... Well, in the original game, they didn't really offer you a lot of customizations. There was a certain set of numbers, certain number of sets. There were certain clothes, certain colors, eye colors, facials, body types, body heights, all of those. This game, though, Legacy is giving you the option. And I remember, where did I talk about it? In one of my videos, I talked about how I'm probably just biased because of Sims, that you were allowed to customize your character far greater than you were in Fusion Fall. You were given a lot of options for how you want your character to look as you run around the world. And Legacy is now jumping on that. I didn't have a doubt that they would, but it's just so great to see that, yeah, look, here's what we're doing, and here's how many you can have, and look at all of our combinations and stuff. And it's great. I can't wait. I can't wait to see all the color combinations you can do, all the sets you can do. Oh, that makes me wonder, are there going to be colors for a lot of the costume designs? So, like, the community is sending in their own designs to be put in the game. Are those all going to have color coordinations, too? Like, can you change the color on some of them? That'd be interesting. I think that would offer even more for it. I'm losing my mind. Someone did the math earlier on how many, and I forgot what it was, but no, it's going to be great. It's going to be great to be able to wear the colors you want and mix and match. Like, you can have the gloves, or you can, as the picture shows, or you don't have to have the gloves. You can have the socks or not have the socks, and I can't wait to use the socks. It's going to be fun. I don't remember them. I hope they have more, like, if they could, like, higher length socks. That'd be fun. I don't know. I don't think they will. They might. Depends on the costume, I think. So we have another fusion. And this one, oh my gosh, I saw this guy and he creeped me out. It's Fusion Feedback, which is the first Omniverse alien, if I'm correct. I didn't watch anything past Alien Force, and even then I barely watched Alien Force. I watched like 6 episodes? Yeah, I watched like 6 episodes, and then I haven't watched anything past that. But he's our first Ben 10 confirmed alien, even if it's just a fusion version of him. But he's creepy. No, look at him. He's scary. We don't get to see much of his lair, but just knowing that he's there at the end of it is creepy. And I'm gonna need another person to go with me to kill this thing. That is creepy. His design is so good, though. It really is. Like, the developers did him justice, and I never doubted they would. Even my most hated character, like Johnny Test, I don't like him, but they did his character justice. I just love the red eye and the Omnitrix that's turned to the side. Some people wondered if that was going to be, if that's like a reference to albedo, like maybe it's not really a fusion feedback, but it's like an albedo type of thing. I don't think so. I don't know how big a role albedo is going to play, but I don't think the sideways Omnitrix is his. It's just a nice little detail about the opposite between Ben's aliens, and the fusion aliens. But he looks good. I made a little meme about him because I thought it would be funny. You guys can't give me this option. I can't be bored. Otherwise I make stupid things and then everyone suffers. But he was in Orchard Bay. Wait, was he? No, I'm sorry, not Orchard Bay. I'm an idiot. He was in Off-World Plaza, over by the launch station, the spaceport. There we go. Which I could have sworn there was a fusion out by that spaceport. I don't know. The spaceport infected zone was not a good memory for me, and it's just because I didn't go there a lot. So I don't remember it as well as I do like the others. So I wonder if he took out a fusion and put the fusion there, and how they're going to work it out. Because he's shown in his lair. So unless that's not his lair and that's somewhere else, but I think it is. I think that's his lair, which means he might be a primary. So either feedback's a primary nano, or I don't know, something else is gonna drop. I wouldn't be too shocked. When it came to Ben's aliens and the Ben nanos, they all were messed up. So I don't know. We'll have to ask a developer on that one, see if they'll do like a behind the scenes with fusions. But that'll probably be much later, like when the game is just about out or something. And then we're still in downtown, which is kind of nice. We're kind of moving between the suburbs and downtown. We had a lot of suburbs for a while, and we're slowly moving into downtown. So I wonder if we're going to see some wilds. Not now, but maybe 2 months out or so. See if they'll start taking us over to the wild section. But still here in downtown, we have a look at the acre. And this was put up because of Easter, which, you know, Easter eggs. That's what everyone associates Easter with now. You go and search them. I wouldn't have mind seeing if they'd put a Mr. Harriman up, because he is a bunny and all of that. But the Egger is actually really good. There isn't too much of a big design difference between this Egger and the original Egger. This one's obviously colored brighter because of the toon shading. It's much brighter and vibrant than it was in the original game. I could have sworn, what's it called when you open it up? But down there when you get your little prize, I could have sworn that was closed. Could have sworn you couldn't open it up, but I'm pretty much sure I'm wrong. So it'd be cool to see the actual animation. Like when you put it in, it rolls down. I don't know. Hoping they're getting much better with animation so we can get these little touches of like, oh, here it goes, and then it drops. I kind of used the Eggers. I didn't use them a whole lot because I just figured I'd just go... I wasn't really big on collecting a lot of them. That'd be fun to see what's in the Eggers. Like how much is going to be put in there. How many new things or old things or just things in general. So it'll be fun. Hopefully a fan will make a whole list once the game is completely out of everything in the Egger and stuff. But continuing with our egg theme, and this will be our final picture of the day, but we still have an egg, and they're mentioned it's scattered all around the world, and we've got Allison donning the Coco suit. I don't remember its actual name, because did I collect it? I think I did, but I thought it was so ugly, so I didn't really wear it a lot because I didn't like it. But it's actually really cool. It looks better. I don't think I'm still going to wear it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to collect it or just sell it or something. That's even if I get it. But we get to see it in shorts. And I could have sworn it was pants back in the original game. So if it was pants and you can make it shorts, that's awesome. And if it is just shorts, and it has always been shorts either way, then they look better than they did in the original. And that's just going to be a common thing I'm going to say. It always looks better now than in the original. So, sorry everyone who's going to get annoyed with me saying that to you. Was the eggs ever blue? Pretty sure they were one color. They were like that weird orange, reddish orange, or orangish pink color or something like that. One of them or the other. But it'd be kind of fun if the eggs were all different colors. Like certain ones meant a gumball was inside, or other ones meant like a taros were inside, or fusion matter was inside one, or weapons. Or not weapons, but items. So all the items, like the headdress, the shoes, the shirts, the pants, the weapons, they would all just be one color so that it would be a bigger guess. But like other things would be different colors. I don't know if multicolored eggs were confirmed or if I'm forgetting that multicolored eggs were already a thing in the original game. Someone will have to let me know, or we will have to wait and see for the game, or if a developer will say, oh yeah, no, this is what happens for it. Who knows? Who knows? So those were our 7, and it was a good batch this one. I liked it. I like talking about these and just being excited for it. We had the front yard. We had my evil son, Fusion Boomer. We had the game Hive, customization, fusion feedback, the Egger, and finished up on the egg. So this was a fun one. I will admit I'm excited to work on the next video because it is also a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that one. I'm hoping to get that out soon so I'm not really falling so behind on these videos. It's just all of these pictures were back in April and we're already about to be mid-May. But I'm catching up. I'm almost there. I don't do them week by week. I do them by 7s because I figure a bigger selection will give me more to talk about. But that's enough from me. I hope you all had a lot of fun looking at these POTDs as I've had fun. and I hope you all are just as excited for what's to come next as I am. So with that being said, everyone, I am going to catch you guys all on the forums. Bye-bye.